LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga walkthrough. This is the 4th level of the Force Awakens movie, and this is also a rather disorganized level. At least I thought that it felt a little bit disorganized when I was playing it. So there's going to be quite a lot of cuts because there's a lot of walking and a lot of load screens that I chopped out, not to mention the cutscenes. So we went through another, I don't think there was a cutscene, I think that was just a load screen from space down to here. So we have to get on over to Maz's building, and then there was a cutscene there for sure, and now we have to walk down into the basement because of the, I think it was the lightsaber that's attracting Rey by the Force. And then the door is going to be closed, so of course nothing is going to be too easy for us, is it? And we're going to walk into this room, and there's going to be, whatever that is, that's a terminal that the droid is going to use for that strange circle minigame. But first we have to move all of these platforms in a way that the droid can jump up on top of them. And this was very strange because the ball droid does not like to sit on platforms steadily, especially these ones that aren't really super flat to begin with. So this is a little bit strange, but once we get them lined up, we can jump on top of that one, and then on the one over here, and then the one there. There we go. And then we'll somehow be able to reach this. I guess he goes upside down and pushes himself up, so whatever, that works. And then we will line up all of these bars and head on into the room with the lightsaber. Hooray, we skip another cutscene. Also, I do apologize if there is a faint hum in the background. Probably wouldn't even have noticed had I not mentioned it, but it's just that the AC is on. It is getting pretty hot this time of year, so it's staying on. Okay, so we're playing as Finn, and we're gonna... Oh, it just shut off, so the hum should go away now. Okay. Anyway, we're playing as Finn now. We're gonna head on outside into the ruin, and he's gonna have a lightsaber and be shockingly good at using it, despite having never held one in his entire life. So, you know, we don't need to question LEGO logic. We can question the movie logic a lot, but the LEGO is fine. We'll give LEGO a pass. Then eventually this big ship is gonna... It's actually a small ship. I guess that's more like a troop transport. That's going to drop FN 2199 on us, and that was probably the coolest guy in the entire movie for this movie, I think. And he's going to be another boss fight, so he's a pretty okay boss fight, I guess. He has most of the same moves that the other melee bosses that we've fought so far have had. He does like to move a lot around the arena, and the other, I don't know what they are, clones troopers, the other First Order troopers are going to sometimes throw grenades at you. So just pay attention to that giant web on the ground that is saying, hey man, there's a big bomb here soon, and try to, you know, run away from it. And you will automatically deflect bullets. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but you will automatically deflect bullets in this game. You don't really have to do anything special. I think that's pretty typical in LEGO games that you automatically deflect them, but I feel like in the earlier ones there was a better way to kind of like more accurately reflect them directly back to the guy who shot you. Because it's really hard, at least I feel like it's really hard in this game to do that. So maybe there's a way to do it and I just never learned it because it doesn't really come up a whole lot, but I don't know, it feels a little bit more passive in this game than the others did. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to the Millennium Falcon and we'll go to Dakar. That'll take us to the Resistance base. Yet again, I was cutting out all the load screens and all the space travel time there because I don't really think I need to show all that 100 times. You're gonna see it 100 times if you ever play this game. And then we will walk. Hey, guess what? We have to walk even more because we have to start the actual level. I think this is the level itself. And yet another cutscene is skipped, so now we're gonna leave the hangar. And once that is complete, I think we did more space traveling, we are here inside of Starkiller Base. So I mentioned earlier how this is, I think in the previous video I said that was the longest level, and that was actually wrong. This is the longest level in the game. Not the game, this movie. And it's just because of the stupid Starkiller Base part. So we have to defeat 30 of the troopers, and they are not exactly the easiest in the world to find. Once we defeat the first wave, Phasma is going to get pretty angry at us, and then more are going to get sent to us. And some of them are kind of going to be on top, and some of them are kind of going to be on the bottom, and it just takes a little bit of time to find them all. So I sped this part up 400%, and it's still going to take forever, because after we defeat all of these troopers, we then have to follow Phasma from wherever the heck she shows up. We have to follow her very slowly through the corridor all the way to the control room or wherever the heck we're taking her. And it just really, like I said, felt super disorganized, and this whole level just was not very fun. So I also sped it up because I ended up wandering quite a bit trying to find the last 6 or so of these guys, and we can destroy most of the platforms that the troopers are waiting on. So that's what I did with that one, and then a few more of them showed up, and it kind of just felt like some of these guys just hadn't quite spawned yet. So there we go. Captain Phasma is here, and I think this might be a boss fight of some kind. Oh yes, she's going to be searching through the corridors, and we need to pick up a power cell and put it inside one of the electro floor zappers, and she will walk on top of it, and that will zap herself. And then we're going to get more stormtroopers sent to us, and then she's going to come out and do it again. So we'll need to find another power cell, and there's one. And then we're going to put it inside of another wall, and that will shock her once more. Like I said, this whole place is just walking. It's huge. It takes forever to get around. I mean, this video would have taken forever if I hadn't sped it up. So she gets sucked in there, and then we can run over and defeat her, and now we have to very slowly follow her at her own pace all the way to the control room. And once that's done, she will activate it. We'll chuck her in a garbage suit, shoot, and that'll be it for the level.